Gulmarg, Meadow of Flowers. Truly as it says, which you will realize as you drive through the roads leading to this wonderful place. White carpet of flowers, fully bloomed, on either sides of the road, welcomes you. As you reach Gulmarg, you will be greeted with long, beautiful and colorful flowers all over this place. A ride in the majestic Gulmarg Gondola, Asia's largest and highest cable car system and the crown jewel of Gulmarg, upto Apharwat Peak at an elevation of 12,959 feet above sea level, is a must-do activity in Gulmarg. It is a thrilling cable car ride that offers breathtaking views of the surrounding snow-capped mountains, lush green meadows, and dense forests. After a couple of days' stay in Srinagar, we are now heading towards Gulmarg, which is 126 kilometers away from Srinagar. After 48 kilometers of drive from Srinagar, we stopped at Barwala Waterfall, which is one of Kashmir's largest artificial waterfalls. The place is surrounded by beautiful trees. The picturesque place is best for bathing, fishing, photography, and bonfire. April to October is the best time to visit this waterfall. We spend almost half an hour enjoying the beauty of the waterfall, after which we continued our trip to Gulmarg. Gulmarg is around 50 kilometers away from Srinagar, and the best way to reach Gulmarg is by road from Srinagar. We hired a taxi from Srinagar for a rental of 2,200 rupees per day, which is the best, easiest and most convenient way. By hiring a taxi or rental car, you can enjoy the scenic views passing through the tall alpine trees, lush green meadows and valleys. The road trip is a beautiful experience in itself. On the way we stopped at Haba Khatun viewpoint. The name Gulmarg, literally translating into Meadow of Flowers, was awarded by Sultan Yusuf Shah Chak, who frequented the place with his wife Haba Khatun in the 16th century. Haba Khatun was also known by the honorary title, the Nightingale of Kashmir, was a Kashmiri Muslim poet and ascetic. As you ride through the roads towards Gulmarg, you will be astonished to see white carpet of flowers, fully bloomed, on either sides of the road. Seeing this spectacular display of flowers, we stopped by the side of the road to enjoy the beauty of this lovely sight. We stopped at the forest viewpoint, which was at an elevation of 8,559 feet above sea level. The view from here was really fabulous, with mountains covered with alpine trees. We have now reached Gulmarg Central. Finding an accommodation in Gulmarg is not a difficult task. There are a lot of cottages and hotels here, but accommodation, generally, is very expensive. We took an accommodation for 7,000 rupees per night. Most of the accommodation faces the famous Gulmarg Golf Course. The golf course, at an elevation of 8,690 feet above sea level, is the second highest green golf course in the world. It is open from April to November. It has 16 different species of wildflowers along with the creeping bent on the greens. We thoroughly enjoyed these long, colorful and beautiful flowers which you could see all over the area. There were also other varieties of colorful flowers, which truly was a meadow of flowers. A day in Gulmarg ends here as the darkness grips this wonderful place. A new day breaks in Gulmarg. We are on our way to experience the gondola ride, which is Asia's largest and highest cable car system. There are 2 stages for this ropeway system. The first stage transfers from the Gulmarg resort at 8,694 feet to Kongdori station, which is at 10,000 feet. The second stage of the ropeway take riders to Apharwat Peak, which is at 12,959 feet. We are now at the Gulmarg resort station. There was a long queue waiting for the ride and we waited for almost 45 minutes. Normally, months of June and July are very crowded. You will have to get the tickets in advance through online portal. The ticket rate for the first phase is 800 rupees, which can be purchased for any of the 3 slots available. The first phase ride takes around 10 minutes to reach the Kongdori station, which is at an altitude of 10,000 feet. As the gondola ride through the tall dense alpine trees, you can really enjoy the beauty of the landscape here and also breathe in the fresh air. You can also see the houses of the shepherd down the valley. If you are strong enough, you can hike all the way up or take the pony ride to Kongdori station. We are now at the Kongdori station, which is at an altitude of around 10,000 feet above sea level. The first phase of the gondola ride ends here, which took around 10 to 15 minutes. During summer, you can see lush green meadows all around the station, but don't expect any snow during this time. After spending few minutes around the Kongdori station, we stood in the queue for the second phase to Apharwat Peak. The queue was too long that we had to wait for almost an hour to reach the cable car station. We are now at the Kongdori station, from where the second phase to Apharwat Peak starts. The ticket rate for the second phase is 1,000 rupees, which can be purchased for any of the 2 slots available. The second phase ride takes around 15 minutes to reach the Apharwat Peak station, which is at an altitude of 12,959 feet. If you wish to ride the second phase, you must have purchased the first phase ticket, without which you cannot purchase the second phase ticket. We have now reached the Apharwat Peak station, which is at an altitude of 12,959 feet. By the time we reached the station, the area was fully covered with mist with less visibility. The ride to Apharwat Peak station was a great experience, as you can see snow-capped mountains all around. A moderate level hiking was needed to reach the top of the peak, from where LOC and POK can be seen. The hiking to the top of the peak was really tough due to steep slopes and big rocks all the way. Since my health was not good enough, due to frequent change in temperature, I didn't climb up to the top. But I could capture some of the activities happening at the top of the peak. You can see locals carrying the sledge, which will take you to the top of the peak. I am sure that these people will empty your wallet, if not careful. After spending an hour here, it's time for us to return back to the Kongdori station. We will have to exit the Apharwat Peak station before 4 p.m. after which it will be closed. The queue was too long that we had to wait for more than an hour to reach the cable car. We are now riding back to the Kongdori station with loads of memories. I am sure that during winter, a ride to this place will be a great experience. We have now reached the Kongdori station. We will have to exit the Kongdori station by 5 p.m. after which the first phase will be closed. Here also we had to wait in the queue for almost an hour before we get into the cable car. Waiting times at each station was too long that we get easily tired when we finish the entire gondola ride. We have now reached the Gulmarg resort station where our gondola ride ends. We started our fascinating day by 11 a.m. in the morning and ended by around 4:30 p.m. It was really an amazing experience and we all enjoyed both the ride and the beauty of the green landscape on the way and the snow at Apharwat Peak. Before we say goodbye to Gulmarg, which gave us immense good memories, we thought of visiting the government horticulture land which was filled with beautiful flowers of different colors. You can spend any amount of time here, enjoying the beauty of these amazing flowers. It's time for us to wind up our amazing and thrilling Gulmarg trip. Hope you all enjoyed this small video on Gulmarg and the gondola ride in summer. Thanks for watching.